So you know that peninsular rivers, almost all of them have their sources in the high crest zone of this Western Ghats. Actually, things are related with religions for some conservation purposes, so that we can worship them like a goddess, will not pollute them. Just before mouth, either it will make a delta or estuary. I have already discussed that if it has very less amount of sediments, yeah, itself only form a estuary. Okay, if it has more amounts of sediments, it will form a delta. Whole area where from it is getting its waters is its drainage area, drainage of India, like lake, wetlands, waterfalls. Okay, so drainage largely connotes the overland drainage. Like this is surface, this is mountain. A river has, like a river has its source here. From here, it will go in this manner, right? Most of the rivers, mostly rivers have their sources in crest zone, in crest parts of mountains, right? Like this is your peninsular part, and this, you know, is your Western Ghats, right? So you know that peninsular rivers, almost all of them have their sources in the high crest zone of this Western Ghats. Kaveri, near Tal Kaveri, Godavari, near Nasik, Trambakeshwar, there is a place known as Trambakeshwar, where from river Godavari emerges, right? Nearby Nasik. It is nearby Nasik. I have been to there for some puja purpose. From Tal Kaveri. Okay, so southern rivers and even in northern India, like your Gangotri, Yamunotri, almost all of the rivers have some religious, some mythological history in India, right? Because we consider our rivers like goddess, goddess Ganga, goddess Yamuna. Uh, Actually, things are related with religions for some conservation purposes, so that we can worship them like a goddess, will not pollute them. Yeah, and some cultural significance as well, right? So nowadays, but after, you can say, industrial revolution, not only in India, in all over the world, rivers have been polluted. All the dirty waters, all the effluents of industries, they are now drained to these rivers. Even in and around Delhi, you can say that Yamuna, Hindan, whatever rivers you are seeing in this NCR region, like you go to Ghaziabad, you will see the Hindan. It is so much polluted. Looks like blackish Yamuna. It is looking like a drain. So, but you know that rivers also have their tributaries. Means there is a main river, like this is a main river. It has its source somewhere. It is its whole course. Finally, it is falling into this ocean. While before falling into ocean, it is making such type of delta, right? So, and this is its mouth. Means where from a river originates, its source, and where is it falls, it is its mouth, right? Just before mouth, either it will make a delta or estuary. I have already discussed that if it has very less amount of sediments, yeah, itself only form a estuary. Okay. If it has more amounts of sediments, it will form a delta, right? It only depends on its sediment load, right? If you are standing here and your mouth is towards the river's mouth, if your face is towards the reverse and your back is towards the reverse back, reverse source means, okay, then on your left bank all the tributaries will be called left bank tributaries. On your right bank all the tributaries will be called, means this is left bank tributary, this is right bank tributary, means this is the nomenclature system in a river. Like a question is asked that which of the following tributary is a left bank tributary of river Indus? Then you should have the knowledge that whether this is the left bank or this is the left bank. Means you have to just stand in the direction of the river. Just like the announcement in your metro train that all the doors will open on your left side. If your face is towards the direction of the train, right? Then it is your left side, just like that. So they are left bank tributaries, they are right bank tributaries, right? Such type of rivulets which are divided while making the delta, they are known as distributaries. They are known as distributaries. They are tributaries, right? Those rivers which contribute their waters to the river, and in a way they also dilute the pollutants. Like yeah, in some way they can dilute the pollutants, in some way they can add more pollutants. Okay, like while uh, entering Delhi, this river in Ghaziabad, Hindon has so much pollutants. Okay, it also adds their pollutants to the main river. When Yamuna goes towards the Uttar Pradesh region, there is a river named as Betwa. Betwa has so much amount of water. Betwa is nearby Etawah in Uttar Pradesh, in the western UP, right? It has so much load of water and very less amount of pollutants. So in a way, it dilutes the pollution of the river Yamuna. Up to Mathura, Vrindavan, you can see that Yamuna is almost blackish. But when you will see the Yamuna river beyond the meeting point of Betwa, you will see that its water has been somewhat clearer, right? Because Yamuna adds more water and less pollutants. So these tributaries have their role to play. And all this system, like this, means where from this main river is getting its tributaries, might be this is a high zone, crest zone. These tributaries have small rivulets, means these tributaries also have their sources. So these small rivulets, these tributaries, this main river, all they make a drainage area. So if this is a particular river, for example, Mahanadi, this whole area where from it is getting its waters is its drainage area. It is its drainage area or drainage basin. It is also known as catchment area, right? Means all these terms are important. Catchment area or drainage basin. And this crest zone is water divide. It is water divide, or you can say watershed, which divides a particular catchment or river basin from another river basin. Means in this crest zone, some of the sources are on its this side, some of the sources would be on this side. This side sources will collect the waters in this way, and this would be another river basin or another river's catchment area, right? So in a way, this crest zone is dividing two watersheds. That is why it is also called water divide, right? This whole Western Ghat is like a water divide here, because its crest zone, this high area, will divide rivers of this side and this side. Means this side rivers, they would go towards the Bay of Bengal, this side rivers would go towards the Arabian Sea, right? So this is the water divide. This is the main water divide of southern India, Western Ghats, right? Your Eastern Ghats is not working like a crest zone or water divide. Okay, actually it has been cut through these rivers, right? So understood the concept. I thought that first you should have the conceptual knowledge. Not only you are studying the rivers as blue lines on your map. You should have some understanding that what is the catchment area, drainage basin. They will help you to write your answer during mains. Okay. So